tattoo I chose is a rose for my gram. The tattoo is going to roughly start around the shoulder blade, work its way down the chest, and somewhere in the abdomen area, and it's in dedication of my gram. As far as colors, I'm going to stick with traditional black and gray. And as far as artists, I have no preference. Basically, whatever artist sees the vision that I'm seeing, wants to take the rose to different places, work in me and my gram into the rose, and really come up with a beautiful piece. And as far as the rose itself, the twist in the rose is going to be upside down, as the vine's going to start from the shoulder blade, work its way down, and the head of the rose will end around the pec muscle. And then within the rose, I want the petals to be falling from the rose, symbolizing the withering of the rose, kind of as if it's dying off but still alive. And then symbolizing the sorrowness, I want tears within the petals. So basically, tears and petals are both going to fall from the rose. How we work that, obviously, is something I'll talk about with the artist. And also, music is a major part of my life. And I've dealt with the loss of my gram, who I lost in '04, through the music. So I've also wanted to incorporate musical notes, basically in the same pattern with the tears and the petals flowing. And basically, I chose the rose because to me, a rose is one of the prettier things. When you think of rose, you just think of beauty, you think of prettiness, happiness. You give it to someone to make them happy. You see a rose, you tend to be more happy. It sort of brings, it just brightens up the room, brightens up the mood. And to me, that's how my gram was. She was that person that no matter how down you were, no matter what your mood was, what your day was like, she always brightened up your day. And if you ask my gram how she was doing, and she would just tell you the same line, like, "Oh, I could tell you, but no one really cares." She was always about the other person, never herself. It was always, what can I do for you? What's wrong with you? Never mind me. And it's like, growing up, my biological father left when I was young, so to me, my gram was that second mother. She was a father I never had. And I mean, there was a lot of things that I could go to my gram for that I couldn't necessarily go to my mom for. And so therefore, our bond is very close throughout. And I lost her in January '04, actually on my brother's birthday, she passed. So to me, the rose symbolized the beauty of her, the beauty of life, the beauty of everything that she gave to me, because I feel that if I'm always living in her, basically in her footsteps, trying to do, if I could accomplish half of what she did as far as a person, then I'd be happy with what I've done. But then at the same time, the pain and the sorrow that came with losing her is what I want to express through the rose upside down, through the petals falling, through the tears. Because as beautiful as she is, it's almost as if the more you love someone, the better of a person they are, the closer you are, the more it hurts, the more pain, and the harder it is to deal when you lose that. And so that's going to be the irony of the rose upside down, the withering, the teardrops. And as I mentioned before, I'm an artist. Music's my biggest passion, and that's one of the ways that I cope with things. Obviously, as an artist, you write, you draw, do whatever you need to do to express yourself. So I wanted to incorporate that part of me through the musical notes, because the funny thing is, my gram knows about my career, where I'm taking it, where it's at, but never got to hear me, and always wanted me to put things on tape, cassette tape, because that's what she had in her car. She never had a CD player, never really got the iPod, none of that. So she was always like, put something on tape, put something on tape, and it was so hard to get the music recorded onto a tape, and she actually passed before she ever heard my music. So, I mean, I've always say that, you know, she's singing along from heaven, she's right there, she hears the music, but that's why it's important to me to incorporate the music, because she knew how much that was to me, and supported it, even though she never heard of it, or heard what I do. So, in summary, that's what I want to do, and hopefully with the artist we can bring it together and make a perfect piece that represents her, what she was, and what I am because of